Combat sports fans, we are back. We have Championship 1 predictions for you guys. We have Lumpinee 140, 14 fights in a bunch of different ways for you guys to make money. All the way from the United Kingdom, we have our friend, the gambling phenom, Bruce, who'll be joining me on my channel, as always, giving us insight into the card, giving us parlays, giving us predictions, and all the good stuff you could ever want. Let's get into it. Bruce, take us away.
Hello back again, lads, and how are we doing, everybody? I'm going to be breaking down your One Friday Fights 140 card for you. This is a risky week with odds that are lying on a couple of fights, so if you bet the value, you may have a big opportunity for cash this week. It is a risky week. I'll be choosing to skip a lot of fights that I can't research for you, since well, some of them there is little to no footage, but I'll do my best as always. Bet whoever you believe in, but I'm here to tell you the risks and give you a comparison for your own predictions at the end of the day. And yeah, like, one is a shady company, and they're here to take people's money, so I'll tell you when I see line movement go crazy, and there's a lot of bouts with crazy line movement, and I've written out my predictions before I saw the odds, so yeah, let's get into it. I wrote on most of them. Let's get into it. For bout 1, we have a middleweight grappling bout between Koki Ichikawa and Henrique Almeida. My prediction here is dog or skip. And well, there's a few reasons why that is. And yeah, this fight is pure. Well, this grappling match is pure risk. I would recommend skipping this, but I am myself going to just have fun with this bet and just take the dog, just literally just for fun. The truth is, there's been a lot of line movement on this grappling match. Henrique Almeida actually opened up as a 2 times underdog and flipped to a 1.25 favourite, all because there's been a lot of information coming out on the Jap, like he was retired and then he's coming back to the grappling game, and well, he's like 38 or 40 years old, something like that. He's quite old, but anyways, let me get into this. The Jap is big and tall. He can reverse top position when he needs to if he spent too much time on the bottom position. He also attacks legs decently well, but he is a butt scooter since his own limbs since his own limbs are so long. He's so tall, and well, the fact that he's so tall, he's at risk of arm bars and kimuras. But he is strong, and he can take the bout if he just threatens initiations, locking up the legs more, or just getting more reversals, since he prefers to start on bottom position. Like, he can reverse the top whenever he really wants to. He is also bigger and more physically imposing than Henrique. And yeah, the only thing that really comes into effect is the fact that he's older, like he's 40 years old or something like that now. That could play a factor on his endurance in this conditioning match, in this grappling match, but I'm not sure if it will matter too much, because it's not actual MMA fight, it's a submission grappling match at the end of the day. And the Jap is huge. Like, huge. Anyways, Henrique Almeida. He is the shorter grappler, I'd assume, from the footage I've seen. He has also been taught to wrestle and utilize the gi when wrestling. And yeah, utilizing the gi to get his opponents in worse positions than himself, and even pull off submissions. He's actually used he's actually used an opponent's belt against him a couple of times. But yeah, he's not as good in no gi, is the truth. Like, he uses a lot more what the hell is it? Like, if he can't grab a hold of he just can't grab a hold of the gi. If he can't grab a hold of the gi, he could be vulnerable here. I don't think he's as good. Like, when you're wrestling against a man with a gi compared to with no gi, you need to be a lot better at grip strength, a lot better at leverage, yeah, from less angles, if you understand what I mean, what I'm saying. And yeah, I mean, he can't grab a hold of chest hair and use that to maneuver around his opponent, so he's gonna have to resort to the only thing that he can do, which is using body grips to maneuver Koki, which I don't believe will be easy, since Koki is very strong. Like, Koki's tall as fuck, and yeah, apart from that, Koki's legs may get threatened here, just because, well, Henrique also targets the legs. But despite this, Koki actually has pretty good leg defense. He opting to stand and lean into his opponents when they're attempting to leverage him. He also straight up just sits on his opponent's knee lock sometimes to avoid leg extension, yeah, closing off the attack as a whole. Like, he's very experience is what I would say. He's not very quick and fast on the ground. He's not very good at getting opponents into submissions, but he's just physically more imposing, and he's good at winning decisions too, is the thing. Like, he's quite good at winning decisions. If you watch Henrique versus Marcelo Gomid, he was reversed due to slowing down. Marcelo picked up the pace and won. Henrique he may be a BJJ world champion, but he can lose here for sure. He doesn't threaten many submissions in his matches. In fact, most of his matches go the distance. So I will be going with a jab, but it's not an official prediction. I hate submission grappling, and don't bet stupid money here. Like I said, the odds movement in this fight has been a bit crazy. The line movement's been a bit crazy. The Brazilian went from 2 times to 1.5. I think the jab can win here. A lot of people are betting on the Brazilian. And like I said, one is a company that will take your money. If it's a close matchup, I think, the Gambling Commission makes more if the Brazilian loses. They don't care if they sacrifice someone. This is just submission grappling matchup, and the jab is huge. He's physically more imposing and I'd say stronger just because of his size. For Bout 2, we have a Bantamweight MMA bout between Kazat Alymbek Uulu and Waldi Britez. My prediction here is Kazat, and this fight is a risk. It's a very big risk, actually. Kazat Alymbek Uulu, he has a 3-0 record with a tall, lean frame, but despite that, he has beaten fighters who have aggressive styles, and he can go 3 5-minute rounds, despite most of his wins. In fact, actually, all of them apart from one of them, have come by way of KO. He has one match where he drew, but at a decision, but he definitely won that match. Kazat has strength for his slender frame. I've literally seen him in top control physically lift his opponent off the floor. And it's just so he can push them against the wall, and then literally he need him against the wall for a little while, and he threw him back to the floor. It didn't really make much sense as to why he picked him up just to knee him against the cage, but it worked. And I won't break this down for too long, as one MMA is very unpredictable and low level. There is a rule my mates have, and that's if the fight is close to take the underdog. But even as of that rule right now, I didn't have the odds out then. I do now. I think he's a favorite. I didn't actually check this one particularly, but I'm still going to stick with Kazat, as he's good at avoiding pressure. He's also good at throwing lengthy, snappy kicks from his southpaw stance right on the liver with his back leg. And he's got a good teep kick up the middle that poses a threat. His boxing isn't the greatest, but if he gets you to the floor, he will knee you in the face. And if you give him top mount, he will elbow the fuck out of you. Though, right through your guard. He has spear elbows when on the ground, which actually push between your arms and land direct. So, the kid's very, very strong, and I assume only improving too. He should be improving. He's young, so I'm leaning towards Kazat, but I don't trust one MMA for shit. So be careful. Against Aiden Imangali, who was his opponent, he drew with. Kazat took round 1 pretty dominantly with a few body kicks. The better of the clinch control exchanges and the only takedown. He defended against the Kimura attempt well and avoided a transition where he was put into a calf slicer, which is not good. But he attempted to knee bar his opponent at the same time he was put in a calf slicer. He was taken down in round 2, so he can be grappled, but he got out quickly despite eating 2 illegal elbows to the back of his head, and he instantly slammed Uzbeki back on the floor. He often gets put into positions where he can be submitted, so he has to be very careful in this matchup with Waldi, who can grapple and can strike decently well. He's not the best striker, since he's smaller and more compact. He's going to need to try and get up close with Kazat, and that may be hard since Kazat's got good kicks and a longer range. Waldi can win, and this fight may be very close. In one, it can literally come down to who has more heart. Waldi may have the bigger heart in this fight when these two men fight. It's a big, risky matchup, but Waldi can submit Kazat. He has the tools to on the floor. I'd say he's the better of the two when it comes down to jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but Kazat I'd say is actually better at getting the takedown and getting into top control. This does not mean that Kazat is safe in top control, though. Waldi can perform knee bars and rip tendons with knee locks very easily. If Kazat gives up one limb, he's going to lose, and since it's low-level 1 MMA, it's very, very possible this ends up being the outcome, so don't put all your bank on this fight. But, I'm leaning Kazat in this fight. He can probably win it's either KO or distance, really, with Kazat. So he's either going to get the KO or distance. 3, we have a bantamweight kickboxing bout, and I hate kickboxing. But anyways, it's between Chalamkaw and Ranma. My prediction is that, well, I'm going to let you know straight up, this bet is based off algorithm, so skip this fight or bet the dog. This is a huge risk, plus it has a random outcome. I don't know who's going to win. And literally the reason why is because there is no footage, but I'm going to give you all the info that I can. Chalamkaw has a lot of Team Medici fighters rooting for him, including Nabil Anand, who's the current world champion, and others. Like, he's one of the few Thai Medici fighters, which is why he's getting so much representation from other fighters and big names. He could bring in a style that beats Ranma, since Ranma is very technical, but I don't think Ranma has a very good chin, in my opinion. The truth is, Ranma was dropped and KO'd. Sorry, he was KO'd by Taku, and his nose bleeds like when it's hit, which will bring favor from the judges into the Thai's favor. This is a very risky fight, of course, and I don't consider it an official pick since I'm not betting on either. But I'm gonna say skip or dog here, since I like the value, and I don't see value in the Jap, but a lot of people are actually starting to take the value on the Thai. Like, he went from a 4 times underdog to a 2.5, or I think it was a 3.5 times underdog to a 2.5. So I mean, maybe the Jap will start to gain value, but this is a fight where I just don't have a prediction, really. At the end of the day, a lot of people are betting on a dog in this fight. So if you bet, don't bet crazy on this dog for no reason. Like, maybe 1 or 2 distance bets in parlay for the multiplier. Like, the Jap Ranma, he fights out of Htet gym, which is a gym that Nadaka and Shimon train out of. They've been very successful recently with Gump, Ryuya, and somehow against literally Gump and Ryuya, they've been doing good as well, and they come out of Teppan Gym. Ryuya won for us against Pet 3 times, and they were just winning their matches. But this fight, there is little to no footage, so I'm basing this fight off algorithm. Not all Japanese fighters can win here. There are 4 of them. Maybe the Thai can win in a very biased company with many star fighters supporting the Thai. The bout favors the Jap at the end of the day, since it's kickboxing, but this Thai, who has no footage, can fight well with the training of his camp. Like, he may find a knockdown shot, which is what you'll be betting on against the Jap with a chin that was broken by Taku, who's a decent fighter, but there are levels above Taku, and I don't know if this Thai is levels above, but at the end of the day, he trains out a very good gym, and he's one of the very few Thai fighters fighting out a Team Medici. Ranma did get his revenge later over Taku with a KO win, but Ranma can lose. I don't know the level of the Thai, but the Thai could win. So I'd say skip this fight. It's not based off logic or research. This pick is based off algorithm and is not an official pick. This is still the early card, and there's a lot of risk in this card. So just skip this fight if you don't want to bet on it. I would assume the Jap is definitely the more skilled fighter in this position. Kickboxing is, Japan's the home of kickboxing at the end of the day. The Jap is probably more skilled, will probably have a points lead the whole time until he gets dropped. That's literally what you're betting on if you bet on the Thai. Apart from that, the Jap will be winning this fight the whole time. For bout 4, we have a flyweight kickboxing bout between Danila Vasilikhin and Retsu Sashida. My prediction here is Retsu Sashida. My risk assessment is that it's mid/safe. And it's a late. Danila Vasilikhin is a late opponent change, so he's just late notice on this fight. He's a replacement. Anyways, let's get into it. Danila Vasilikhin, he is a fighter with 6 wins, 3 losses, training out of Team Medici. He's the late notice replacement for Edison Rodriguez, who we would have bet against in this fight. Anyways, either way, Danila should lose this fight. He is decently skilled, but he just his durability is not great. When he gets hit, he winces and gives away that he's hurt. He throws heavy strikes, but isn't the most accurate with them. He can do good, but he can't maintain his cardio for 3 rounds if you hurt him to the body, and he gives up when you drop him. Retsu Sashida, he probably should have won his latest fight against Ryoga Terayama outside of 1. He did better offensively. Don't get it wrong. He can get caught by strikes. But he's very evasive and he fights out of Tep and gym too. But if you can find his rhythm, you can catch him. Danila won't be the guy to find him. Is the truth in my opinion. Matter of fact, I think Danila will end up getting KO'd by the accumulated body shots and clean hooks or just like straight shots down the pipe. Retsu is dangerous. He's a clean striker, and I'd be surprised if he's more than 1.2 or 1.3 in this matchup. I have to check the odds actually. On my bookies, he's still 1.5 against Edilson Rodriguez, so I have to wait for the name to switch up, and I really hope it does. But yeah, anyways, Retsu should easily just win here. It shouldn't be a hard matchup for him. Bout 5, we have a flyweight MMA bout between Viet Anh Do and Jean Claude Saclag. I hate one MMA, but anyways, here my prediction here is Jean Claude Saclag, and my confidence is mid, like it always is with Jean Claude Saclag. Anyways, let's get into it. Viet Anh Do, he's 5'4" with 4 wins, 1 loss. His loss was it was a hometown robbery for the opponent, so he's technically 5-0 with 5-0 amateur wins also. So therefore, he is undefeated and he's only got better. He beat a Jap last fight out with a vicious liver hook, and he also dropped him early too before that with I believe it was just an overhand. The truth is, I knew the Jap is bad, and I bet on Viet Anh Do, but I don't know who I gave as a prediction to the channel. I did take Viet Anh Do at 2 times is the truth, but yeah. Anyways, truth is Viet is tough and will maintain a good pace for 3 5-minute rounds, but he can lose easily in this spot. Jean Claude Saclag is bigger, he's stronger, and he's tougher, but both men will swing and bang to win. Viet isn't the best wrestler, but he can wrestle. Same for Saclag, so I'd assume the strength factor from Saclag will enter the equation here. I don't trust Saclag 100%, but he is a savage and he will hunt a KO. Viet Anh Do has the heart of a lion, but I don't know if it will be enough against Jean Claude Saclag. Like Jean Claude Saclag is just stronger and he's bigger, and my personal opinion, he's the better striker. But as the fight goes on over time, he may be the first man to slow down out of the two. Jean Claude Saclag's biggest issue is his cardio. He has very powerful strikes and he intends to finish every opponent that he fights. Like last fight, he smoked his opponent for us with a spinning back kick, and he just to the body, and he just murdered the poor guy. Like, my prediction is Jean Claude Saclag, and I don't know if he's gonna KO Viet Anh Do because Viet Anh Do is he's tough, but and technically he's undefeated too. So like he got robbed against some Aussie who was a hometown favorite at the end of the day. So my prediction here will be Jean Claude Saclag. I'm not extremely confident, but I believe that he is better than Viet Anh Do. I believe. About 6, we have a flyweight kickboxing bout between Chen Jinai and Hiroki Naruo. My prediction is, well, it originally was Hiroki, but I'm gonna say skip or dog here actually now because Hiroki just has no chin. He has a weak body too, but he is the better striker in this scenario. Like Hiroki's really like one of them fighters that you hit him in the chin, yeah, it's 50-50 whether he's gonna get rocked and wobbled and like go Bambi legs or not. So in this scenario, I'm gonna say dog or skip because yeah, it's a huge risk. Plus, this fight has a random outcome at the end of the day. Chen Jinai, he is at least 24-5 after I added up his record, standing at 5'10". He is a Chinese boxer who dabbles in Muay Thai and kickboxing, but he mainly boxes in his fights. Like if he throws kicks, they're only to the legs. He fights that Muga Seto in that way, but his core was damaged badly against Nakrob last time he fought, which was in 1-3 years. Sorry, it wasn't the last time he fought. It was the last time he fought in the one promotion, which was 3 years ago. This is not his most recent fight, but it was a loss that showed me the fighter he is. He is very, very hard to drop to the floor. He always strikes and just like fights to stay standing. So a puncher like Hiroki, who chased the finish on Zhang Jintao, will steam himself out. Like if he looks for a finish over over Chen. That being said, I've seen Hiroki as a weak core, which lost him his fight against Zhang Jintao after he steamed himself out and he got hit in the liver, which was it was the start for the end, and he got belted by a head kick at the end of the day by Zhang Jintao. That's just not a good look. Like if this is what happens to you against Zhang, then who doesn't have great output and just durability at the end of the day, then I believe Chen Ji can beat a guy like Hiroki, man. Like Chen Ji is better than Zhang Jintao. And truth is, Hiroki's better than Zhang Jintao too, but he just lost to him. Like he tried to find the finish from the very first minute against Zhang, and he steamed himself out. Round 2 came, he had no gas left in the tank, and he got broken down by Zhang Jintao. So yeah, if Hiroki goes for a finish against Chen Ji, then like it's gonna be a very close 50-50 fight if he does that. Like Chen Ji can fucking win that fight. If Hiroki really steams himself out, Chen Ji will win that fight. Hiroki's been knocked down in 3 of his last 4 bouts, and when you look at who Hiroki fought, he's fought nobodies, including an MMA fighter in kickboxing. Like he's beaten Zhang Jin, we bet on Zhang Jin, Zhang Jin, who's not actually bad, but yeah, like he beat Zhang Jin, who dropped him once. He beat Albert De Silva, who's an MMA fighter, and he's beat Zhang Haiyang, who actually dropped him first. And Zhang Haiyang's not good. Hiroki needed to pull off a comeback to win, but yeah, he did pull it off because Zhang's just, like I said, Zhang Haiyang is not good. Anyways, Hiroki is a skilled fighter and actually a good technician when he wants to be, but his record is 16-8. He has a 2-to-1 career ratio, which is and that's the reason why. Like, it's because his chin isn't good. When he gets caught good, he gets rocked. Chen Ji is durable, and if Hiroki can't KO him, because like Chen just refuses to fall down, and if Hiroki will gas out and lose in that scenario. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Hiroki is definitely the more skilled striker in general, but the Chinese fighter is taller and he's more durable. This fight is a huge risk, and since like it's a card that I look at and I just say to myself, yeah, man, like a lot of shit's gonna go wrong in this card. I just can't trust a guy like Hiroki. I can't trust his chin. Don't bet on a fight like this if you don't want to. There is so much risk in this. This isn't a good 1 week, like I said. Like there's other fights to bet on. But I've seen what happens in bad 1 weeks, and a lot of the time the dog pulls through, and a lot of people lose their money betting on guys like Hiroki. So don't bet on Hiroki, and yeah, skip this. This is a kickboxing match. Like, if you want to bet here, just bet this fight to go to. Actually, no. I don't even trust the fight to go the distance. Sorry, I don't like Hiroki's chin. If Hiroki wins, he'll be dominant, and he'll win just by being up on the scorecards the whole fight by decision. But as soon as Chin who cracks him, Hiroki's gonna go down, and I don't trust Hiroki's chin at all. Like, don't bet on Hiroki even if he wins. You'll be panicking. You'll be panicking the whole time. He's not a trustworthy fighter, and for that reason, this fight is a dog or skip. And like, bro, Jinhu fucking he was putting a beat. He took round 1 from Nakrob in that fight. He just got hurt by Nakrob because Nakrob is a warrior, and he had heart at the time, but Nakrob's starting to lose that nowadays. But yeah, I'm gonna say skip or dog here. For bout 7, we have a bantamweight Muay Thai bout between Antar Kassem and Hamza Rashid. My prediction here is Antar Kassem. This is, I'd say, mid-risk, possible value on Hamza. The odds are low. It is understandable if you bet against Antar in this fight. Like, I'll understand it completely because Antar Kassem's odds are just low here. But anyways, Antar Kassem, he's 6 foot tall, 54 wins, 11 losses. He's a savage fighting out of Belarus who has won from me multiple times and won. Matter of fact, I've picked him every single time he's fought, and yeah, he beat Warapon, Kongchai, Krisana, Panrit, and now Muang Thai for me. And hopefully he beats Hamza Rashid too, because I personally am a fan of Antar, and I like Antar more as a fighter. Like, Antar's cold. But anyways, Antar is a savage with all-round great Muay Thai skills. He utilizes a step-in jab and a heavy hooking game since he's got long arms, and good reach. His hooks over his career have become more precise, and he's become more of a sniper who catches people on the temple and chin. He just killed Muang Thai, aka Elbow Zombie, and his superior striking game. With his superior striking game, but Muang Thai isn't the top of the bucket. Like, Antar once lost legitimately to Ferrari, which is not a good loss, but most likely a bad day. And sorry, this sparked up his winning run. He said himself he wants to prove he's no joke and that he's a killer in the sport. And he has a tough test ahead of him in Hamza Rashid, and he should not be a 1.3 in terms of odds, in my opinion. 1.3 is very low for a man fighting a dangerous fighter like Hamza, despite me believing Antar will succeed here. Also, he never lost to Yod Pupa. That was a robbery. He literally dropped Yod Pupa and then, just got robbed by Yod Pupa. By the judges. Hamza Rashid, he is 18-2, 5'10". Both men are 26 years old, but Hamza has an extensive amateur career alongside his 18-2 record. Hamza beat Campete Wilder first last time he fought, but he had a round one where Campete Wilder was actually quite successful against Hamza. I'm not sure if Campete Wilder took the round, but he did good against Hamza Rashid in round one. This just wasn't a good look for Hamza, but Hamza still won first and looked good doing it since he landed a knockout in round two when he landed a bunch of hooks and an uppercut. I don't believe he'll be able to rush Antar Kassem the same way he rushed Campete Wilder, but Hamza did once beat Captain. Either way, aka One Punch Man. He beat him a long time ago outside of one, and Captain literally beat Pitch Ferguson with one punch. Captain's no joke. Hamza has 2 losses to Captain. I don't know if it's Capitan or Captain, but he won the third time. They met via doctor stoppage. He won the third time they met via doctor stoppage. And I expect this fight to be very entertaining, but I don't know if Antar will win here clear. I think he should win, but at 1.3 odds, these could be some rocky waters. I do have Antar to win. I also expect this fight to go the distance, I'd say, but I'm not 100% either on that. I assume it goes the distance. Hamza, the Reaper Rashid, is dangerous and will pose a threat to Antar constantly at the end of the day. So I'm taking Antar. Out 8, we have a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Pepsi and Htet. My prediction is Pepsi, and this fight is mid/risky. Pepsi is slightly ahead in terms of a fighter here, but it just is mid/risk. No, let's say mid. I'll lean towards mid compared to risk. Anyways, Pepsi has an unknown record to me at least. He's 174 centimeters tall. He isn't good or reliable. He beat Singh Tanawat in a 5-round fight where Singh Tanawat took the first 2 rounds and Pepsi proceeded to take the next 3 with his clinching game and damage aversion, avoiding getting chased down by tying up and clinch and throwing knees. Pepsi really is nothing special. He's not the toughest either. Often people have better conditioning than him, but he's able to tie up and clinch and knee as the fight goes on when his opponent is slowed down. Against a normal one fighter who can actually walk men down, I will bet any of them against Pepsi. But if they have any kind of decent boxing, I just take them over Pepsi. But Pepsi's opponent, Bantamweight is it's a very good matchup for Pepsi to win. Actually, Bantamweight is not a high output striker either, kind of like Pepsi. So it's both men won't throw much. He's also weak-handed and more of a clinch, knee, and kick spammer, similar to Pepsi too. I honestly don't trust Pepsi, but I'm going to lean towards him here because he's the more accoladed fighter out of the two, despite him not being great at all. But I feel like he's just being given a matchup here with an easy opponent that he can beat. Really, the opponent's not good at all. Pepsi's not good, but the opponent's shitter, if you know what I mean. It's just how it is. It's a risky match. Better decision win here. It's very likely to be a distant spot. That's it really. And we have a women's strawweight Muay Thai bout between Yara Saleh and Zoe Neuschwander. My prediction here is Zoe Neuschwander, and I'm actually quite confident in her. Zoe Neuschwander, she is around 10-2, maybe more wins and more losses. I'm not sure. But this is what I got from her RWS career. She is much more technically good than I anticipated her to be, and she is strong. She can eat a shot and keep walking forward. She's got a very muscly frame, and she changes levels really well when striking to the body and head. She doesn't overthrow either, choosing to utilize precise strikes that she punches through with. She has the opportunity to fight with talent in the future. I believe her competition level she's fought isn't the greatest, but nevertheless she has pretty good striking and she can catch kicks and counter with very powerful shots. She can block one hand while she holds onto a caught kick with the other. She has very strong arms too. She's also got a very good block, and her clinch game is strong. Like, she has very good knees, and she's very good at throwing opponents too, like just throwing them to the floor and tripping them. Like I said, she changes levels really effectively, and she has really decent kicks. So she's very well rounded as a fighter. She can do everything, and she's a very dominant fighter in her matches. I like how she uses her right hand straight to the body and then follows up with hooks. Like, she'll go up high, and she has good liver hooks too. She's just really good at striking, in my opinion. I really like her boxing style. She's a tough girl. Anyways, Yara Sella, she's 10-2, has knockout power, but she lost to Taylor McClatchy as an underdog. I can't remember who I bet on. Sorry, Taylor McClatchy was the underdog, I believe, but I can't remember who I bet on here. I think I might have bet Yara Sella, but I actually don't remember. But either way, Taylor was 16-5, but I'd take Zoe over Taylor. And at the end of the day, Taylor out-clinched and out-worked Yara. For the early part of the fight, like in round 1, she was actually doing quite good against Yara, but Yara, don't get it wrong, Yara has powerful step in boxing and her striking with the hooks, and truth is, she hurt Taylor's face with a lot of hooks and shots. Like, I'm pretty sure Taylor got dropped once or twice, like definitely one time she got dropped, but no knockdown was called. And yeah, I would definitely call that fight between Taylor and Yara a robbery, because Taylor ate a spinning elbow and took a knee, and like literally it was no knockdown called. So either way, I believe Yara lost a robbery there. Like, Yara should have won that fight. Either way, regardless of that, I'm still going to be going with Zoe, but it's a close, tough matchup to call. Like, Yara can land a knockdown shot too. She has spinning elbows, good kicks, good elbows. But I think her fundamentals are not as good as Zoe's. I may even call Zoe to get a KO this girl's fight. Like, it's very possible. I'm actually going to lean towards Zoe getting a KO here, because Zoe's just good, and in smaller gloves she might be even fucking better. For bout 10, we have a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Imam Gadzhiev and Rungron Lek. My prediction here is Imam Gadzhiev, and I have this labeled as mid/safe. Imam Gadzhiev, he has an unknown record, but I've seen some limited footage of him. He is a friend of Azadullah Imam and trains out a Team Mediza 2/Venom training camp. He has spinning body kicks that have KO a couple men. He has good high kicks, but like I said, he likes to break ties down to the body. He has some MMA matches, and despite his armbar win, I think he's just an athlete, like, who can do multiple things. Like, I'll be taking Imam here pretty confidently. Like, he's got MMA matches, and he's got kickboxing matches and Muay Thai matches. So I think Imam's really just all-rounded everywhere. You know what I mean? And it's not obviously it's not an MMA match, but the Thai that he's fighting isn't actually that good. Like, I'm gonna get into it now. Rungron Lek may have firmed a head kick last fight, but he's not Rod Tang. He's not invincible. He has 60 wins, 20 losses. He's only 5'4" as well, and only 20 years old. Truthfully, Imam Gadzhiev may never be 1.5 times odds again in his career, so I'll be taking it along with other UFC bets and one bets. So yeah, literally on to the next fight. Imam Gadzhiev should just win here, man. Like, he trains with Team Venom camp here, and like Mediza 2 camp, and he's boys with Azadullah and he's boys with Diakev. So I got him here for his debut. Bout 11, we have a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Sampet and Jarrad Chai. My prediction here is Jarrad Chai. My risk assessment is that this is mid. And yeah, let's get into it. Sampet, we have broken down before many times here on the channel. He is 5'8" and has 89 wins, 32 losses. Like, that's a good record, but it's a decent record. I don't doubt that he has some talent, but his striking style is very repetitive, and after a while, his switch-up tactics become easier to read. He has a good jab, a good head kick, and he is quicker and more technical than Jarrad Chai. But Jarrad Chai is big and durable and tough. Like, Sampet has hype around him from his 49-second KO win, but he's not as durable as Jarrad Chai, who's just tough and just bigger than Sampet. Like, he's tougher than him too. Like, Jarrad Chai is stronger than Sampet. He has 74 wins, 25 losses, so their ratio is around the same. Like, it's around the 3-1. He is stronger than men like Sampet. Than the men Sampet has fought. Like Wat Sharapon, not to be confused with the tough and savage Wat Sharapon. But anyways, Jarrad Chai is better than the Wat Sharapon that Sampet fought. He is more durable, and I think he will hunt Sampet down for a victory. Like, Sampet can get rocked quite easily for a tie. Like, he's technical, and I'd say technically better than Jarachai. He's very good at stepping back and avoiding damage. But if Jarachai just finds him and walks him down against the ropes, he can just knock him out, man. Like, Jarachai, the immense pressure and constant forward approach makes me believe Jarachai will find the chin of Sampet. End of the day, Jarachai is young. He's only 18, but he can win here for sure in this spot. Like, he's a possible up and comer, and he's reliant on his toughness. His chin won't give in as easily as Sampet's will. But it's a fight at the end of the day. Jarachai has good flying knees too. Like, he hunts like a missile coming at you, and like all you're trying to do for 9 minutes is dodge it. Like, it's going to be hard for Sampet to do that. Jarachai will be the pick. It's a possible KO bet here too. Sampet will be the back foot fighter. He's going to have his moments, don't get it wrong. He's going to be able to jab, jab, jab. 1, 2, 3, jab, 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 1, 2, 3. But he's gonna get caught onto. He's gonna get hit by something big, and he's not as durable as Jarachai, and Jarachai's a hunter. Like, he's not he'll leap in with his shots. He'll rarely fucking chase you down to land on you and find you. And yeah, I'm gonna take Jarachai here. Oh god damn, I hate this fight. Bout 12 with a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Sane and Isanoi. This is it's just an awful fight, man. It's really, really, really difficult to tell who's going to win this one. But I'm going to tell you why I'm going with the dog here. My prediction is that this fight is 50-50. I'm going to be taking Isanoi. This fight is an insane risk. But yeah, Sane has 87 wins, 32 losses. Sane is the betting favorite, and he's slight betting favorite, but everybody and their mother seems to be on him to win. I am not confident at all, like, that he wins, despite possibly being the more skilled fighter. Like, Sane only has head kicks and elbows. His boxing has improved, but it's lacking. Like I've always said, it's been lacking. He beat Sim Don Tong in a very slow-paced matchup where almost nothing was thrown, but Sane took a decision. Sane has never been in my trust books. I've mentioned how he shows fraudulent capabilities in the past, and he never should have been a 1.2 against Valeri Strongari. He is low output, but he is great at lining up his head kicks. The truth is here, he's going to have to go through a war with Isanoi. If he can't land a clean head kick that KOs Isanoi, because Isanoi is a dog and almost impossible to KO, then it could be a very fucking long day for Sane. Anyways, Isanoi, he has 48 wins, 21 losses. He is a savage fighter. Sorry. He is a savage, and despite his 2-1 record, I respect him. Like, he's very dangerous and lethal, and if you slow down against like Sane does against like Sane did against Valeri, he will KO you. He will kill you. At the end of the day, Sane only really slowed down because he was hunting a kill because he got knocked down. But anyways, Isanoi is younger by 8 years, and he is 22 years old. Both men are 5'7", and yes, Sane is more skilled than Isanoi technically, but he isn't more durable, and he's not the better boxer. If Sane can throw good body and head kicks to keep the fight at his pace, he will win. But coming off a KO loss and fighting a power puncher like Isanoi is a recipe for disaster. Like, Isanoi is on a bad run inside of one, is the truth. And he will be looking to change that up. He hurt Pamperdej in his last fight, which took in round 3, and took that round off Pamperdej. Like, keep in mind, Pamperdej has a record of 55 wins and like 5 losses, and some of those losses are robberies. Pamperdej is a beast, and Isanoi almost like beat him at the end. Isanoi also fought Decho twice, and I would take Decho all day over Sane. All day, every day over Sane. Like, Decho won, but he took damage from Isanoi at the end of the day. Isanoi has the ability to damage everybody, but he just hasn't been able to find a win yet due to him getting outworked. But Sane is the type of man that he himself can outwork, and he can be outworked, and who's to say Sane can't lose 2 times in a row? Like, I was originally on the Sane side. My first original pick was Sane. All my mates think Sane, but now like a lot of them are starting to question it. And Yeah, I'm going to lean with the dog here in such a 50-50 fight. I know Sanet can be better early, but Isanoy can win as the fight goes on. Like, Isanoy will continuously hunt a victory. Everyone was telling me to go Sanet. Me personally, I'm going to take the underdog here and risk it, but it's a 50-50 fight. And yet again, I'm going to say, like, my predictions are here so you can compare yours too as well. You don't have to go with everything that I'm going with. Yeah, you can go Sanet if you want to. Like, I mean, Sanet has a very high chance of winning this fight. Isanoy can be outstruck, and Sanet's the better striker. But truth is, Sanet is 30. He's one of them fighters that's become focused. Like, if you watch him, he's trying to become more focused on being like a more precise and more dangerous with each shot that he throws, and you can't do that against a guy like Isanoy. Like, you can't go in there like you did against Valerio and the guy before that, the guy that he beat in a very slow decision fight. Yeah, you can't do that shit. Thinking that the head kick is gonna land. No, don't get me wrong, his head kick's very good, but if he can't land that head kick, yeah, I don't know. Isanoy could be the better boxer here. I really do think that he is the better boxer, and yeah, it's 50-50 for a reason. But I get why the odds are slightly in Sanet's favor. Out 13, we have a bantamweight Muay Thai bout between Sonrak and Boakiao. My prediction here is Boakiao. This fight is, I'm going to consider it mid/risk for the risk assessment, that is. Anyways, Sonrak here, 70 wins, 24 losses. He brutally beat Yamin and caused an upset for me, but it's okay. I won a close, controversial, maybe robbery over him with Samingdam in the past. Anyways, Sonrak hits like a truck, but his output isn't the best attribute. Like, his output's not that good. He's often the striker playing catch-up. But when against easy to beat Thais, he ends up winning. Boakiao is not easy to beat though. Like, Boakiao is durable as fuck, and he only has one KO loss inside of one via crescent kick to his liver. Like, a liver shot, a good liver shot will take out any man. We just saw Diak get taken out by a liver shot. Despite this loss, he's a durable beast and a savage with 8-4-5 head kicks from Dedwang Lek in a very closely contested fight where we bet on Dedwang Lek over Boakiao as an underdog. So yeah, I don't personally trust Boakiao's strike output either. It can be lackluster in some fights, but he just won for me as an underdog against Mayamot, so I have to respect him. And Boakiao, like I said, he ate 5 head kicks from Dedwang Lek or some shit like that. Like, he's impossible. Like, with head strikes, it's very hard to knock him down and almost impossible to fucking KO him. Yeah, I hope he wins for me as another underdog here today. Sorry, on Friday, but it will be a very closely contested matchup between him and Sonrak. So I'm very tired. Both men are similar in attributes, so like in terms of attributes, so they like, they're both tough as rock and they both don't have the best strike output. But the thing is, I expect Boakiao to be the man with just a little bit more output. People like both, like, I don't really know if it's a close fight. Like, people like both of them. Like the crowd really likes both of these fighters. But I got Boakiao here to win. Like, he should land the more solid strikes and the more kicks to the guard, I'd assume, along with more forward pressure out of the two men. But yeah, like, I would take Boakiao over Samingdam, and Samingdam, well, it was kind of a robbery, but like, Samingdam took maybe I think Samingdam took the 3rd round from what the hell is his name, Sonrak, yeah, but yeah, Sonrak probably took the round 1 and round 2. It's just Sonrak doesn't have high output is the thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Boakiao here to win. I think Boakiao has the better output out of the two men, and he's very durable, so I think that he can deal with the power coming back from Sonrak. I don't know if I can do this to myself, man. Like, this is a fucked up one too. Anyways, bout 14, we have a strawweight Muay Thai bout between Kongchai and Thway Htet. My prediction here is Thway Htet, and this fight is risky. I'm going to be going with Kongchai, who has 76 wins, 16 losses. He is a Thai fighter whose last fight was a bad robbery win over Walter Goncalves, where Kongchai did not win that fight. He was gifted the win. He is a fighter who's fought some legends like Pampayak, but he lost the decision years ago. Like, both men are 5'6". Kongchai is 23 years old and actually probably should have won against Ramadan Ondash though, which is a big win in the victory books if you actually consider it a win. Like when they fought, he actually ended up clipping and dropping Ramadan, which should have evened out the knockdown ratio, and he ended up taking round 2 and 3 in terms of strike output and damage to the body. So I'd say that Kongchai, I'd give him credit for that. I'd say that Kongchai has a case that he beat Ramadan on that. Like in round 2, he actually did drop Ramadan, and it wasn't cold. Either way, Kongchai, I'll give him credit. He's a dangerous fighter, but I don't think he's tough enough to KO Thway and Htet. Kongchai will likely be up on the scorecards when these two men fight, but he could very easily lose this fight to Thway if he's not careful. Like I've always said that about Thway. He will always be losing before pulling off the victory. He's also got a very good spinning elbow that seems to catch people quite often, including the legendary Sam A. We bet Sam A over Thway and Htet, but I was terrified for Sam. Sam had to bring back the fight and drop Thway, and he did, like, with his precision and skill, slowly chipping and wearing away at Thway and Htet, and that was a fucking glorious victory for me and my group. But either way, until he found his cross, like Thway was just off balance, like Sam was just kicking out his legs and just off balancing him and just hitting him, and yeah, he found a cross that knocked down Thway. Thway does not have the best balance on his feet, but he is so durable and can withstand strikes very well. Like Kongchai is considered to be the better than Brazil, especially in terms of like career ratio and fights won. But if there is something I know about Kongchai, it's that he can be landed on. I think the biggest strikes in this match will come from Thway, but I'm not sure who wins here. Like I said, it's a very risky. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna change my prediction from Thway to Kongchai right now, because Brazil beat Thway, by outmaneuvering him, outpointing him, and outstriking him. I think Kongchai can do that too. Like Kongchai, the only reason I'd say he won a robbery over Walter Goncalves is because Walter Goncalves is really technically good and evasive, and technically Walter Goncalves actually beat Rod Tang too. You know what I mean? So Walter Goncalves is serious, but yeah, I consider Kongchai to be serious too, and I think Kongchai can win here against Thway. He can actually outstrike Thway Lin Htet. I think he will outstrike Thway Lin Htet until he gets knocked down, and this time I'm gonna go with 2 ties at the end. What do you think? Should we go with 2 ties at the end? Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're going with 2 ties at the end. It's very risky. We're both changing our pick right now. We went with Thway, yeah, but we just can't make up our mind. It's a very 50-50 fight. I'm going to take the underdog odds on Kongchai because he actually can win a decision here.